Hi guys, FrostFangs here and welcome back once again, of course, to another Paladins video, though we're finally on the PTS, as I'm sure you are instantly able to see. We've got a new background, we've got the new IO skin, which is obviously what I'm covering today. You read the title, you should know that already. The PTS came up today, I have played it a little bit, but yeah, definitely stay tuned for more videos on the PTS because there's a bunch of things I do want to cover. Going to start off with IO's new skin. I don't know if I should say skin or skins because it also has a bunch of recolors because that's what they've been doing with this battle pass, and she also has a bunch of nerfs. Not going to do like my usual overview video because we don't have a new champion. I usually do that when there's a new character release, but this is a quick look at the battle pass. You unlock the IO skin first, which is a big reason as to why I wanted to cover it first alongside the other things I just mentioned. But yeah, as you can see, there's a bunch of recolors for each of the skins. Amani has one, IO has one, Anara does as well, and so does Genos, but his is in a chest. Ceres has one too, but you do unlock that one quite a bit later. And there's a quick look at the challenges, I guess. I don't want to do too much here on like a general overview. I want this video to be a little bit more focused on IO. But yeah, this is her new skin and all the different color variants. I don't know which ones I'm going to be using today. I think my favorite is probably the black or the white one, but she's got yellow, she's got green, she's got red, she's got blue. They all have the same colors as far as I remember. Obviously they're done a little bit differently, but they are still kind of following the same sort of theme. Purple, black, which is also kind of purple, which is probably my favorite, and the white one, which is kind of white blue, which I also really like. For her gameplay changes, they're a little bit more focused on Luna than they are IO, which is obviously the little deployable you've got. First off, its health is being pulled down from 4k down to 3k, although the card that buffs it up does get buffed a little bit from 200 to 225 a level, but I'm just noticing that they haven't actually updated it in the card description, so that's great. Hopefully that gets fixed before live. But another change, which I'd actually say is maybe bigger than the fact that its health's being pulled down by 1,000, is the fact that it's now going to be cauterizable. Is that a word? I guess it is. Basically, you can now apply Caught to Luna, so if you're chucking Luna a heal, she's going to be a lot more vulnerable because you're no longer going to be able to give her that full 150 every 0.15. I don't think you can actually really heal Luna with other characters all that much, but with IO it's going to definitely be noticeable, although I should mention that in the patch notes they do say that they are looking at this and that it's not necessarily a final decision. And other than that, the only change with actual IO is Swift Arrows, which has gone from 8% level to 6. Not that big of a difference. It's honestly another change that I do think kind of makes sense because I think people will still rock the card, but now it will just be a little bit less powerful at the levels that people usually use it, which is like 3 or 4. I actually haven't adjusted my loadouts for IO at all because I don't really feel like it would make too much sense to. I still feel like the Moonlight is going to be a massive source of healing. Still need Moonwalk, Sanctum of Faith, and also a little bit of a self-heal and stuff, and the speed, but maybe after this update's been out for a while, people will start using Feral Strength and Lunar Connection cards like this. I'm not sure just yet, but I have played a little bit on the PTS, but not very much. This is going to kind of be my first impressions, and I haven't actually used this skin yet either, so it'll be my first look. Also, I want to ask you guys before we do jump in, what do you want to see me cover next on the PTS? You guys usually smash it with the love on these sort of videos, but let me know in the comments also while you're down there what you want to see me cover before possibly other things, because I do have like a rough list, but I'll move it around depending on how many requests I get for stuff. It does seem like we've got a bit of a new match ready thing that I didn't even know about, but we'll go ahead and lock in IO. We've got Siege, Ascension, Peak. What's it like to pick a color from here? Okay, it's actually surprisingly smooth. When I was watching the patch notes, I wasn't sure exactly how they were going to do it, and then they did actually show it off, but it does look pretty well integrated, to be honest. I think we'll start with the black one, though. Overall, the skins look really, really detailed. Shoutouts to the Corvus and also Klitschko, and possibly also GUI 4040 for the team, though. We've got a Genos, a Makoa, a Ceres, and a Maeve. Shoutouts once again to the team. We're up against a Damba, another Makoa, another IO, Alexa, and a Koga. For talent, we'll go ahead and grab Goddess's Blessing, and the setup, the loadout is pretty much the exact same as it was, I think, the last time I showed it off, so this is going to be more of a focus on the skin and just a little bit of a look at the patch in general. But there is the weapon. It looked like a hand kind of clipped through it there in that animation. Let me go ahead and check. Yeah, it does. I'm kind of surprised nobody caught that, but okay. Don't think that's actually anything they can really fix either, unless they changed like the actual model of the weapon. That's kind of weird. It's not really that noticeable though. Went ahead and started off with double nimble because why not? We've got Luminary, Leviathan, Agony, Street Justice, Adrenaline Junkie, Goddess's Blessing, Heroism, Leviathan, and Spirit's Chosen. Makoa is definitely up sometime soon on the channel because he got a bunch of buffs actually this patch. One of the few characters that did get like a positive change. Their IO is actually going for a very similar setup. She just has a little bit of extra health on Luna. I say a little bit, she's got it literally level 5. We did get rid of Koga. There's a bit of heals. There's some effects for you. The actual weapon effects look really, really slick on this. Luna did die a little while ago because she is very easy to clear at the moment. There's some little taps for the IO. Get a heal onto the Makoa. We do have triple support, so unless they get cauterized, they're going to get kind of screwed. They just try and heal the freaking Ceres, but she did die. More shots into the Lex. Nice heals for the Koa. Throw some heals to Luna. She does get cauterized now, which is definitely one of the bigger changes. More heals to the Koa though. He's fighting the enemy Makoa. I'm just trying to get as many heals on him as I can. Luna did get cleared. I'm kind of already noticing that it's getting cleared a little bit faster. Really do like the weapon effects on this though. The left leg looks really, really pretty. It's not really an effect I've ever really noticed on IO before, but this one looks really, really good. Just continuing to heal him here for the damage reduction and also the speed buff. Let's push up a little bit here on left. Damba's going for the ult. I have mine up, but I'm not really going to bother to use it. I'm trying to pop the F, but I was locked into an animation there for ages. I'm going to right-click U so I can get a bit of self-heal here, but that was a very strange fight. He is gone. Honestly, kind of surprised I'm alive here. There's a heal for the Ceres. Quite a tense team fight. I kind of wish I had a little bit less cooldown on Luna, to be honest, because it's like 18 seconds whenever she dies. Let's go ahead and pop the ult and see if we can send them back. I caught the Makoa, but I didn't really put him where I wanted to put him. He's now going for the ult. Enemy IO seemed to go for like the exact same play there. We'll throw our Luna down. There's some heals for the Makoa, kind of focusing, healing him instead of the Luna, but she gets cleared so fast. I feel like maybe the freaking health reduction plus the fact that she can get courted now is maybe a little bit too much, but I'll leave that up to you guys. More heals onto him. I just feel like whenever I throw her down now, people focus her and she actually gets kind of wiped. Definitely keep in mind though that obviously it is the PTS and most people playing know the changes here, so I imagine in live it will be a bit less of a problem, but I think people are paying a little bit more attention to it than usual because it is the PTS and people know that that's one of the changes. But let's go over to the side. I'm definitely dead here, but I feel like I at least put up a decent fight before I got cleared. They're on 96%, we're on 42, and we're at 4 minutes into the game. Jesus. That was literally a 4-minute fight for the first point. I did stun the Damba there, but that ult is lasting forever. What the hell did they change with Damba ult? That's like the first time we did it, I felt like I was getting feared for ages, and it just did the same thing there. I think they actually mentioned on the patch notes show that they had a weird bug with Damba ult, and I think there might still be some sort of problem because I feel like that fear went on for way too long both of the times he's used it, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. That was some weird stuff though. More heals for the Kerr for a bit of a speed buff so he can chase him. He did actually get rid of 2 of them there. Dead to the Lex. He actually went behind and triple shot me. Fair enough. There's some heals for the freaking Ceres. I nearly let her die there. Get some heals on the Jones as well. Never mind. That is the Lex with a triple. That is Ceres going for the ult. I kind of wish I was positioned better there to combo mine. More heals onto him. I'm going to go ahead and pop mine and see if we can throw some people off. That's 2 of them off, but that is the defense failed. Am I at least going to get the 2 kills for chucking people off the side, or is it not going to be long enough? It wasn't long enough. I think I did actually get them off though. What I was trying to say though is I went ahead and got some Chronos just because our Luna is being cleared quite a bit. Their IO has gone for, like I said, a very similar setup, but with Feral Strength in there to give her that 1125 extra health, just so Luna kind of feels like how she was before. But there's some heals for her to try and keep her alive. Wasted my entire meter on Luna there, kind of a bad idea. There's some heals for the Koa. Jonas went for the ult. There's some heals for the Koa again. But these team fights go on for way too long. There we go. There goes Koga though. And we're going for the ult. I'm trying to get heals to him here, but I'm at a really bad angle. He was alive for a while there, but he did eventually get cleared. Pop the F so we can pull back to the side. Heals for the Ceres. Lex is kind of going in on me here. I'm trying to get some shots. Jonas coming through clutch with the grip though. Holy shit, I'm still alive. Genuinely pretty surprised I'm still alive. There's some heals for the Ceres. Nice. There goes Koga and the Koa. Nice. That is the Damba kind of running in. That was a very strange play. Some heals for the Ceres. Bit of a heal for the Koa as well. I'm going to F myself back a little bit. That is Koga going for the ult. Lex also went for it and did clear the Maeve. Luna survived for ages there. Ceres is on the point. Then Makoa's going for the ult. I'm going to go ahead and pop mine to maybe get them out of the way. I feel like I only hit one person. That was a bit of a bad one, but General's kind of comboed with me. Lex is on me a little bit. I'm going to F myself over here so I can keep healing the Makoa. We actually got the point though. Okay. Don't really know how we managed to get that one. There nearly goes the Lex. If I landed that shot there, we would have still been alive. Definitely doesn't matter though, because we did get the cap. We'll throw our Luna down, get some heals too. The Ceres over there, she's not looking too good. She's doing a pretty damn decent job though, to be honest. I think overall we're actually putting in quite a bit of work. Heals for the Jensen, a little bit for the Maeve here as well. I think she just went for the ult, so we should be clear for a little bit. Damba going for the ult on the Makoa. I was chucking him heals there. Luna is on the point. Get some heals to the Maeve. She managed to actually dash away there. She's still alive. If I wasn't consistently hitting her with that right click there, she'd be cleared. I'm pretty sure she did just die there anyway. I'm going to reposition Luna, but I'm dead to the Lex, who's going for a solo ult. He's actually the person giving us the most trouble at the moment, which is kind of surprising because Lex usually isn't too bad. There's a bunch of them kind of holding us in spawn. Seems like Maeve is in the back line, so maybe that'll work for us. I knew something like that was going to happen. I'm going to F myself over. More heals for the Koa. I don't really know what the hell is going on right now, but definitely a bit of a messy game so far, but I'm honestly enjoying it. I also really like this skin. I wasn't expecting to like the IO one that much because the other IO ones don't really do much for me, but I'd say this one's pretty top notch if you ask me. Lex is going in on the Generals, have 15% damage reduction coming through clutch. I think Makoa's kind of had a fight there. Makoa plural is something I don't think I've ever said in a video. He really went in on the General, so I guess he's dead. I'm trying to get to this Maeve so I can heal her. Oh my god, it's cutting off weirdly. There we go, got rid of him. We're all still up. I guess we do still have one last chance to make a push. Some little cheeky long range shots. There we go. Nice, get a couple more. Heals for the Koa. There we go. Jesus Christ, the amount of cauterize they've got. Guess we're trying to make this in overtime. I'm just trying to spread out my heals as best as I can, but I feel like I'm constantly running out of meter. Koga's going for the ult. More heals on the Makoa though. There goes our Luna. I do have the ult up, but it's not really a good time to use it. Heals for him and also kind of the Genos a little bit. Definitely a bit of a messy fight. That is Lex going for the ult, point blank range. I mean, to make sure we actually hold the overtime here because Luna can over push it a little bit. That is Makoa going for the ult. Reposition our Luna to make sure she can't get out of range. Damba's going for the ult. That fear is just constantly ticking me. I don't really understand what they changed with it, but it feels kind of freaking crappy to go against at the moment. Well, he was on the Makoa. Do I go for the ult and see if we can push him off? That is 3 of them, but that's not going to be enough. I'm still jumping around trying to hold it. I got 3 of them. I didn't actually throw them off. I hit them against the wall. I feel like even if I got all 3 of them, the Makoa would have probably ran in and saved it anyway, but maybe not. I don't know. Either way, 1-3. Get some heals on at Makoa straight off of the bat. He's getting absolutely battered here, but I need to try and just keep those right clicks on him. That is Makoa going for the ult. Why am I even bothering to hit him? I don't know. And Makoa is still somehow alive, and Luna is also still holding the point. More right clicks for him. I have no idea how the hell he lived for so long there, but we're now officially off the point. That's General's coming through with the grip onto the Lex. I'm trying to hit him as much as I can. He's on like no health. Also having to retreat. That's the stun. I am a goner. Fair enough. I feel like as soon as Makoa died there, we were kind of screwed, and he didn't have his ult up and the other one did, so he was just kind of battering him. Pretty sure it's going to be the one fight. I don't really see us being able to jump on there. Luna going for that really long range stun, but yeah, there we go. There is the defeat. I feel like it was definitely a deserved win for them, but overall I think we put up a pretty good fight for it. Don't know why I'm stuck on a black screen. They definitely changed something with how Damba's ult works though, because every time he used it against me there, it felt like a way stronger ability than what it is in live at the moment. Not really sure what happened. I was hearing a couple sound effects, but I've been stuck on a black screen here for like 2 or 3 minutes. I'm hearing like fights going on. Like I'm hearing Lex and Makoa fight. Is it playing out like a top play that's not there anymore? I don't know what's happening. I can hear characters fighting, but I'm literally stuck on a black screen. I feel like there's a top play going on that I'm not seeing. But yeah, I just double checked the patch notes, and the thing that I was experiencing there with his ultimate, with Damba, isn't actually noted anywhere. They mentioned 2 little bug fixes about it, and also obviously has some other changes in the patch notes for balance, but nothing about his ultimate triggering multiple times and also kind of keeping you being hit by it if you're like stuck against a wall. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just not looking for the right thing, but yeah, I just logged back into my Paladins and the servers are currently under maintenance. So I guess I'm going to continue this video in a minute. It's just going to be like a really quick transition for you. It's probably going to be like an hour or 2 for me, but yeah, see you in a second. You want to do a cool transition? You ready? 3, 2, this is never going to look good, but 1. Wow, what a transition. I changed hands during the transition apparently, but yeah, we're back. It took about half an hour, but it seems like everything is back and working because it lets me queue. So yeah, we'll go jump into match 2. But yeah, it's also switch up the skin a little bit to like the blue and white one, which I think is the last one you unlock. Definitely seems like I was right. You do get the inverted one last for all of them, but it seems like the rest of them are kind of out of order. Black, teal, and then you have black, blue, and yellow. It seems like it's a little bit messed up for the other ones. All right, well, it seems like for game 2, we've got Siege Frogile and also a bugged IO. She's now stuck in kind of like a T-pose. It's not a T-pose, it's like the start of the animation, I think. I'm not really sure what happened, but shouts to Klitch again, and also Heis Kilua. I don't know if I'm saying those names right, but that is the Ceres and the Damba. We then have a Leon and a Talus, so we once again have a triple support setup. I'm imagining here that the Ceres and the Damba will go for damage, and then we can just stick to healing. We're up against another IO, another Ceres, an Amani, Emoji, and an Inara. Definitely seems like they might have a bit of a better team comp here, but let's go into game 2. Go ahead and grab the same setup. I feel like the speed here will work kind of well. Not really sure what to get for items, but I'm going to go ahead and grab Master Riding and Nimble. Yeah, sure. Master Riding I feel like is kind of useful because then I can get to the point first and throw my Luna down. Like that's kind of silly. It did also get its price increased this update. I think Resilience also went down to 150, so that's also something interesting. For talents, we've got Inner Strength, we've got Eminence, we've got Spirits Chosen and Soul Collector. So the Damba is going for heals and the Ceres is going for damage. We're up against Pyramania, Goddess's Blessing, Mortal Reach 2, nearly ran out of time. There is the dismount and some shots straight into the freaking, what's she called, Inara. Why am I so bad with names? F myself back a little bit, get some heals to the little Luna. There's some heals for the people who just got rooted, all of us. Moji's going around for the flank. I'm the first one to die, bit of a shame, and we're also getting up against Mother's Grace, which is the one that I don't think I called out. We got a little bit battered there. We were pushed off the point very quickly. I probably should have assumed that was going to happen because they have an Inara, but I didn't. It does seem like the servers are a little bit better, so maybe that server restart actually made stuff a little bit cleaner because my ping isn't like jumping anywhere near as much. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm dead. Ceres went for the ult and pulled us in. Dampa's going for the ult to counter, but we all got wiped there other than the Ceres who retreated in her F. Definitely a bit of a rough team fight. Overall, this wasn't the best video to start off showing the PTS, mainly because it's a nerf, so I kind of feel like it's not as fun to show off, but like I said, she's the only character who's got a gameplay change and a skin, so it's why I covered her first. After this, I'll do gameplay change, skin, and go back and forth. I do have the ult up, so maybe I should just go for that. I don't know. More heals for the Leon. Gonna F myself back. I don't even know what I got bloody hit by, but okay. That's Amani going for the ult. Somebody just got thrown off the map. Hello, Moji. What is the plan? I don't know. Got some damage on her, though. I'm just gonna F myself away, far away from that goddamn Griffin, because it is moving fast. Actually seems like I'm going to be able to get back into spawn. Nimble coming through kind of clutch. There we go. That is the objective lost. We're 0-3 at 5 minutes. In the first game, we had literally just finished the first point, but it seems like this match is nearly over already. Ceres is going for the ult. I'm just trying to get some heals. There we go. They're all still kind of alive just about. I'm getting a little bit battered. Going to F myself to the side. That's another team wipe other than the Ceres. Inara ult, no voice, XD. There are definitely some bugs as well in this update. Genos' weapon, for example, didn't have visuals, and I think Inara's ultimate might be silent. There's definitely a few things that slipped through because I feel like the PTS maybe wasn't ready. I don't know, but there's some more heals on the Leon. She's actually still alive. I don't know why she doesn't just dip in spawn for a second. There goes the Moji. Get some heals to the Talus. Nice, he's still up. Some more heals just kind of on everybody, to be honest. I feel like everybody's kind of low health. I feel like going for triple support wasn't a particularly good idea. We don't have a single tank on a map that really kind of depends on one. Don't think I'm doing too bad of a job, though. I also completely forgot to go through the stats for game 1, so we'll do that after we finish this one, and then depending on how quick it is, we might do a game 3. Just trying to spread my meter as best as I can. That's Amani going for the ult. I'm going to F myself away and just continue laying down fire. There we go. Got rid of it without a single death. Nice. Keep Luna alive. Really cutting that close. I imagine the quarter eyes probably got rid of her there. Heals for the Leon. She's going for the ult. That's Ceres going for it as well. Gonna pop my F to get back. I think Anara ulted there, but there was no sound effect. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and pop my ult and maybe throw somebody off. I'm trying to heal the Talus. I think I actually threw anybody off there at all, but whatever. We'll throw Luna. I imagine this is probably going to be the Neil 4. I was trying to heal Leanne. Moji's emoting after she killed me for some reason. Ceres jumped on it, Damba spawned in, but this is going to be the Neil 4. We'll do a game 3 because that match was a pretty savage loss, to be honest. But yeah, anyway, there we go. There are the stats for game 2. Don't feel like I did too badly. 40k heals isn't abysmal there. Ceres did fine. Damba did fine. Leanne actually did pretty good. Talos also did decent for their side. Ceres did pretty damn good. Amani did decent. The IO did decent. The Moji did decent, and so did the Anara. Overall, stats-wise, doesn't really show that we got battered, but I really do think the triple support there is kind of what bodied us. Yeah, we'll go ahead and requeue for another one. There are the stats for game 1. We actually did really well in match 1. 70k damage nearly and 100k heals. I'm more than happy with that. For the rest of them in game 1, Makoa, Ceres both did decent. The Maeve struggled a little bit. The Jones did pretty decent. Their Makoa did pretty good. Their Koga not so much. Their IO did fine. Damba did fine, and Lex definitely did the best. So overall, pretty much what you were expecting stats-wise. Alright, well, for game 3, we got Siege Stone Keep. Seems like we're already going to have a bit of a better situation for it because we've got an Atlas and an Anara. Level 127 Atlas, by the way, which is kind of mad. We then also have an Amani. Shoutouts to Leonardo Penguin and also Omeric69 Eater. I have no idea if I completely butchered those names or not, but I think we're going to have an Andro as our last pick. Maybe I did switch up the color of the IO skin as well. No idea if you actually care or not, but I switched it to the kind of yellowy one. Seems like we have a BK there as our last pick, and we're up against Emoji, a Corvus, a Ceres, an IO, and an Anara. Not sure if once this goes into live there are going to be so many support heavy teams, but they have a triple support with a flanker and an Anara, which actually could work for them, but hopefully this goes in our favor. The one situation where it would kind of benefit for us to have 2 supports, we only have me, but I guess I'm going full support, so maybe it'll work. Definitely seems like a good situation to get a ton of healing, so I'll probably not go for the speed setup here. We don't really have anybody who massively benefits from it anyway, so it does actually make sense to go for the other one, the one that we actually haven't used yet. It's pretty much the exact same thing. It just has Swift Arrows 1 instead of 3, and then Sanctum of Faith and Moonwalker are both a higher level. We'll go ahead and I guess go for double nimble. Nothing's going to help us gen our meter any faster. Kronos kind of gets Luna up more often, but I don't really think any items here massively help. I guess I'll grab Haven and then Nimble 1 for like a bit of damage reduction. We got Deja Vu, Raw Subject, Splitting Ice, and Mother's Grace. Then we're up against another Goddess's Blessing, another Mother's Grace, Mortal Reach 2, and then Spreading Influence. So a ton of healing. The Ceres is going for heals, so is the IO, so is the Corvus, and then even the Moji is going for 2. I imagine I might actually get some Cauterize here, maybe. I don't know, I'm going to be focused so much on heals that maybe it doesn't make sense. Definitely going to just try and stick with the team. Didn't know where the Atlas went for a second there, but he went a little bit behind me. We'll throw Luna kind of further forward, just keep spamming our meter. Going to just try and get as much healing as possible. The Luna is actually really low, not Luna IO, but whatever. We'll reposition our Luna, threw over a couple cheeky shots. There's some heals on the Anara. She's back up to full. Try to get an angle on BK to just take like 2 or 3 of them out. Anara added some suppressing fire, and then he dropped a Salt emote. That is Anara being rewound. She is gone. I actually really like the effects on this skin. I know I've said it already, but the left click looks really pretty. The right click is actually really nice. A little bit surprised it stays green. I thought it would change with the color of the skin, but the weapon also changes color when you throw out a heal. Like if I right click somebody, the actual bow turns green, which is a really, really cool touch. I didn't notice it in the other skin, so I don't know if it's the same color change, but overall it does look really nice. I think the skin is very well done. Getting kind of pushed back here, trying to spread heals between the two of them. Anara is going for the ult. Pop to the F to reposition backwards. There we go. Well done, team. More heals on these guys as best as I can. I feel like I'm using all of my meter here, even though we're buffing it out by 40%, and I'm freaking getting 5% every second we don't use it. Also trying my best to keep Luna on the point for pressure. Corvus went for the ult. Heals on the Atlas. I feel like I should be trying to mix in some shots for stuns and stuff. More heals on the Atlas. He's leaving it till like the last second to use his rewind, which always makes me nervous, but there we go. Luna is still making an effort on the push. Nice. More heals for him. Let's go and heal the Anara a little bit over here. I went for the ult, but the point actually blocked it. Really thought I was going off the map there. Atlas is going for his ult, which did actually get buffed in this update. So did his damage. Gonna F myself kind of back here a little bit where I know none of them are at, but that is Ceres going for the ult. She's nearly gone. Maybe Luna will get a stun or something. BK is gone. I did try and heal him. That's Anara going for the ult. I did try and use mine, but I completely butchered it. Some shots on the Moji. She's really low. Heals on the BK as well. Just finish her off. A little bit of damage. That's all we really need, but I guess I can do it. Sure, kind of a shame he bloody died for that. He dropped the thanks Frosty XD. Probably could have actually kept him alive if I didn't try and heal him and just freaking tried to kill her instead. We'll throw our Luna up there and get some heals on these guys. I feel like I'm going to have a mad stack. I feel like even if this game's a quick one, I'm going to have a ton of healing. BK went for the ult. He's going all the way around for the freaking Moji, but he didn't kill her. I don't know how Amani didn't die there, but okay, more heals on Atlas. Pretty much got wiped there. Bit of a shame. Try and not die to this Moji or the IO. Literally hiding behind a tree, but I live. Guess I'm keeping my 9 streak and 0 deaths. Feel like I'm doing pretty decent so far, but it is a bit of a close game, surprisingly. Their IO, somewhat interestingly, is going for Protectors, which is a card that kind of accidentally got nerfed, or not accidentally, that's kind of the wrong word, but obviously since Luna's Sustain got nerfed, the cards around Luna obviously also kind of got like a passive nerf. What's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of it. There's a specific word and it's not coming into my head. I tried to heal the Amani, but I was a bit slow. Healed the Atlas a ton. Heals for the Nara. I'm expecting him to pop a rewind. There we go. I was expecting it and hoping it came through, and it did. Moji is on me a little bit here. I'm going to kind of juke her a tad. I was just trying to use my F, but it was on cooldown. What's wrong with me? Still somehow alive though. I honestly feel like I should have died there. Heals onto the Atlas. He's just about up, but I am out of meter. He's popping the rewind, so he's back up to full. Although Nara's on the point and does also need heals. We'll keep her alive. There we go. 218 because of that freaking increased healing. Madness. Heals on the Atlas. Bit of heals onto the Nara. I'm trying to use it for the damage reduction as well, but I'm just constantly running out of meter. Even if I like wait for it to fill up and then throw out heals, it just doesn't last all that long at all. Gonna go ahead and pop the ult. Oh, I was a little bit too slow. I thought I was going to be able to time that and actually get somebody off. Amani went for the ult, but again, just a little bit too late there. I can't believe we let them get that. We were all alive as well. Throw our Luna on the point, I guess, is a good spot for me to put it. That is Cyrus going for the ult with a Nara to combo, trying to heal the BK, but I guess Nara's probably still going to stay up because I've got a ton of my meter. That was a very cheesy double ult though. BK even dropping the there in the chat. Have ourselves back. More heals onto her. She's getting absolutely battered here. Reposition our Luna. More heals onto her. Resilience only 150 credits. Nice. That's definitely something that's going to be kind of controversial. I'm sure those of you guys that play CC heavy characters are going to hate the fact that it's now cheaper, but the people who don't, the people who constantly go against them, I imagine think it's a pretty good change. I'm kind of in the middle. I feel like it does kind of make sense for it to be cheap because it only goes up to freaking 60% anyway. Healed the Nara a ton, but there goes Amani and the BK. Going to have to kind of fall back a little bit here. More heals onto him. Try and keep him up. He's going for the ult. He did manage to get his ult off, but he is a goner. There's some shots onto the Moji. We did manage to finish her off. We'll throw Luna down. Heals onto the Nara. A little bit of the freaking Amani as well. Why not? We've got so many confusing names in this game. Throw over some little cheeky shots whenever nobody needs healing, which isn't very often. Corvus went for the ult. There's some heals on the Nara. She's on like no health Moji, just completely wailing on her here, but I'm just about keeping her alive. My meter is gone, and even then I think she died a little bit before it ran out to get into spawn away from her. Luna kind of standing on the point there, holding it as best she can. That's the rewind from the Atlas. Get some little cheeky shots. He did try and throw a rewind there, but for some reason Moji wasn't affected by it. Just trying to keep him alive, but they are absolutely wailing on him. There goes Luna. She did hold it for quite a while. Marnie coming in with the actual clutch ultimate there, which is probably going to save the round, to be honest. Definitely seems like that's what they were trying to do. Marnie used the ult. BK used it, I think, a little bit earlier on in the round, and then the rest of us kept it, so it wasn't too bad. Kind of surprised we've still got 0 deaths, to be honest. We're 14-0. Finished off our Haven, finished off our Nimble, and let's go into round 3. This is going to be quite a long video. If you've been enjoying it so far, any support on the video, massively appreciate it because it helps me out and it also helps the channel, and I think it kind of also helps Paladins because a lot of people find this game through my videos, so I guess that's some sort of point. I don't know. We'll throw our Luna down there, push up a little bit, heals onto the BK. I'm using it for the damage reduction more than the heals sometimes because the amount of cauterize they've got just kind of bodies me, but that 15% from the talent is really coming through clutch. There goes the Nara. We'll throw our Luna up a little bit. Even though I'm surrounded by the team, I feel kind of unsafe just because of how fast they can get rid of my health. Even with max Haven, I feel like they can clear me pretty quickly. That is Nara going for the ult. I think Ceres tried to go for it too, but it went into the Atlas wall. I don't know. Throw our Luna on the point because she was a little bit off it. That is the Moji on me. I'm trying to use my F, but it's on cooldown because I already used it. Damn it. I knew something like that was going to happen. If I was paying more attention, I knew my F was down, I probably would have positioned myself a little bit better, but that's kind of a crappy excuse. Let's run to the side and heal Atlas, see if we can keep him alive. BK did die, so did Nara. I've got a full meter, but it's still going to get cleared. Hello, Moji. There's some shots. Pop the F. Completely forgot that was my first death. Giving her the right click here for the speed buff, but Moji's miles away now. There is the objective lost. Really thought we were going to have that one. Bit of a shame. More heals for these guys. I feel like even if we lose this, I'm going to have a crazy stat. There goes Atlas. I think he was a little bit late with the rewind. Moji coming through, trying to get rid of me here. I didn't think I was going to get cleared there, but that's my second death for the exact same reason. Team kind of pushing up a little bit, and I'm left a little bit behind. Anyway, let's run back in. Heals for the BK. Somebody is attacking him here, and I'm just trying to keep line of sight. That is Nara, who actually just got rid of him. Heals onto our Nara. Throw our Luna up a little bit. Heals onto her. Heals onto her as well. Honestly, reckon this one could go either way. Nara's going for the ult. I went for my ult to kind of counter it there to make sure I didn't die. That was a bad play because I easily could have not died and just used my F there instead, but I was hoping to maybe get her off the map. I thought they were going to push up, to be honest, but maybe Amani's ult scared him off. Corvus and BK are for some reason just emoting here in the corner. Not really sure what's going on. I just killed him anyway, but not really sure what was going on there. I dropped a sorry. He said no sad face, so I won't kill him again, but I have no idea what was going on. Moji's trying to get rid of me here. Oh, I'm probably dead. BK's with me, so I thought I stood a chance. That is the stun. I'm going to just try and get away, but god damn it, I'm dead. That Moji is a pain in in my ass. BK just dropping the my bad Frosty is all good. I don't know what was going on, but I reckon Moji probably just won them that match. There is the 2-4, maybe. I'm going to throw my Luna. Heals on the Amani. She's still up. Heals on the BK. Are we still going to hold this? I'm not very hopeful. And Nara's coming in there with the ult. That's Ceres going for it as well. I'm going to pop my F and get kind of behind him a tad. Hello, Corvus. Atlas is coming in and Nara's gone. IO went for the ult. This is going to be a 2-4. We lost all 3 of our matches today, which is honestly a bit of a shame, but maybe that's an accurate representation of IO in the meta. She's being pulled back a little bit. I don't know. It's a nerf. Obviously, I'm not going to have any crazy bloody gameplay to show you. Overall, I don't think I could say I did badly. 157k heals, 57k damage is not a bad stat there. For the rest of them, Atlas did a good job, and Nara struggled a little bit there. BK struggled a little bit, so did the Amani. Nobody did terribly, but we definitely could have done, I think, better there as a team. For their side, Corvus did decent. Moji definitely did the best there by far, very similar to the Lex in the last game. Might be the same person. I don't know. I don't remember the name. Shoutouts to Omric69 ITA, who I called out, I think, in the last game as well. Did we play with him multiple times? I don't know. It's a freaking long video. Then for the last of their stats, the IO did okay. The Inara stuck to the objective a ton there. 360 seconds is honestly ridiculous. And then the Ceres did fine. They actually had some really good synergy there with the ultimates, but overall pretty solid set of matches. Even if we did lose all of them, I think I showed off the PTS and also IO pretty decently. The server actually was fine in both of the last 2 matches there. The first one was rough, server reset, and I'm imagining that it fixed the problem. Anyway, thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Of course, let me know what you want to see me do next. Let me know also if you want to see me do longer videos, because I imagine this one is actually going to be quite lengthy. I don't know, but thank you for watching. See you guys all really, really soon. And as always, stay frost there.